Hello, it's Ryan here from Ryan's Electrical Stuff, and in today's video I'm going to be having a look at this. This here is a multi-valve or multiple valve of a Jura coffee machine. This specifically is the steam multi-valve of a Gen 2 Jura machine, but by the by, all the Jura machines use something similar to this. What this is a valve that was taken off a machine that wasn't heating milk very well. It was only heating up to about 48 degrees, and I found the valve to be faulty. So what I'm going to do is, I've never actually seen inside one of these valves and don't really know how they work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up, and you can join me along, and we can both have a look and see what's inside one of these valves. So I'll grab a screwdriver, undo them 2 screws there, undo them 2 screws there, and I'll see what's inside. One moment please. So what I've done is, I've undone the screws, and you can see it's sort of falling apart. So I'll start off with the top piece, and this is just a general inlet and outlet, and you can see there's a bit of scale in there, but nothing major really. So that's the top piece, and underneath the top piece we have this piece here with a little gasket bit on, which simply just lines up all the holes, like so. And on the bottom, we've got some holes, and then the next piece down, we've got like a piece with some grooves, which sits on there. So this bit's obviously the bit that spins to line up the holes to go in and out to the right place. Then underneath, we've got this little housing here with a little micro switch on. Micro switch is there to tell it when it's in position. And underneath we've got this little spinny bit with little prongs on, and little prongs sit into that bit there. And we've got these little grooves on the bottom. And then on the next piece down here, we've also had a micro switch. A little wheel sits on there. And then we have this little bit here, and you can see this bit's gone rusty. And that is what the failure mode of it is. It looks like it's wore up and steam's been leaking out around the edge. So steam pressure's been leaking out around the edge of the seal. You can see everything's sort of covered in water and scale, and this bit's gone rusty. So what's happening is this bit sits on here, and it's literally just getting caught as it spins round. Spin, 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 which in turn spins this bit, which in turn opens the holes and directs steam and water in and out of the right place. It's remarkably simple really, there's nothing really complicated about them. And then in here I'm guessing we've got some sort of like basic reduction gearbox to take the speed of the motor, and you can see here I've got big reduction gear in there. I'm not quite sure what the ratio is, but motor spins really fast. Reduction ratio turns it down, makes it spin slower, which then opens and closes, which then spins this little disc, which then spins this little disc, and then you've got micro switches to stop it when it's in the right position. Let steam in and out. So it's remarkably simple really, these little valves. A bit complex engineering, but basics of them are pretty basic, and I think this particular machine that's came off only had 2 of these, and 2 of these valves done pretty much all of the hot water and steam requirements. So yeah, a pretty nifty design, definitely cheaper than buying lots of single solenoid valves. It'll take up a lot smaller space. So yeah, that's what's inside a Jura Multivalve. And in this particular case you can see that the failure mode is that it's done a lot of work and it's wore up and steam's been leaking out the side. So there's not really that much you can do to prevent that happening really, other than use the machine less, but so it is just basically wear and tear, general wear and tear. There's no such failure as such, just wore up. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.